don't know. See about that movie, The Imitation of Life, with the black girl, the little light skinned girl had a mom that was black and fat. They used to be one of my favorite movies. It's like an old movie, black and white. And she what was I about to say? Oh, and she was embarrassed of her mom. And like when she brought her boyfriend back home, her white boyfriend or whatever, he beat her and left her, I think, because he was like, "You didn't tell me that your mammy was black." But I was thinking, whatever this is, I was just watching something and somebody wanted me to see it. A little girl. About 6 years ago, I remember watching this on the when I first started the journey about 7 years ago. But the girl kind of, it's the shape of the head. It was the shape of her head. But I was watching her story or whatever, seeking asylum. And then some told me to go back and look at my daughter's pictures. And I'm like, oh my God, she looked just like my daughter. The child that I thought I birthed and raised. And then I was like, wow, this means that like the family was being like trafficked. Like, I don't know how to understand it because whatever they would have had to do with me, they would have had to do it different. I mean, this might prove something that God is in somebody and I was the one that couldn't be moved, but they can move other things around like me. So that's why I'm saying, so even if they trying to say that this Krishan energy, that's not me. That's Adriana. See, because they trying to change the story now because if Adriana, because I had a vision that when my daughter went like 5 or 6 years ago to go spend a night at my so-called little sister, half sister's house, in the same house where I think something happened to me at my grandma's house. I told her I just don't have a good feeling about it. And she's like, oh, Mom, you just tripping or whatever. And she went, okay? This could also be having something to do with them working at the fair a couple of years ago when my alleged half-sister came back from Florida from school. They could have swapped her out then, too. I had a feeling. But this could have been an offering because I'm noticing when people stand behind people in pictures like that, it's almost like an offering. Somebody's giving somebody up to something. So I was watching that, and then I started watching something about this girl from the UK. She was on like Morning Star or Morning something, and the girl was telling the story about her dad being a devil worshiper, and it was just her and her dad or whatever. And when she was like, they were like, oh, and now you got, but the girl kind of looked similar, but she looked like my auntie Sand. That's not mine either. They're trying to do something to get, but it doesn't matter because if that's my oldest daughter, I wasn't even married when I had my oldest daughter. So these people will not be able to take my crown. I mean, this could be what they're doing, sending somebody through a transformation so somebody could take the crown, whatever this is. I'm not naming no names because it's just, I know that there's people that still watching me that want to know what I think about certain things, even if these people are on the other side trying to taunt or tease me or mock me because they think they took something from me. Or if they're trying to get my attention so they can pull me in on something. It doesn't really matter. You get what I'm saying? I can't, once you realize this shit been done to you, you can't really, it's really nothing you could really, because somebody feels like you deserve this. Even though in my house, yeah, like I said, my husband used to drink or whatever like this, but it wasn't nothing crazy where he was hitting on the kids and hitting me and acting crazy. We knew that on the weekend, he would drink his drink. And sometimes he'd get loud and silly or something like this. But my children were not abused by their dad. They were barely raised by the dad. He was there paying the bills and buying them every fucking thing that they needed. And I was there doing everything else. So he really wasn't even part of the disciplinary route. It was basically me. So this is what I was saying about whoever this child is that could have went and lied in court. But the funny thing is, I feel like if this is the case, there's a clone of this masculine that could have took this child. See, they're trying to, we on here talking about this. But if these children was taken, they went through a hell of a term. They had to be trafficked, raped. They did not go through this. I'm still sitting here. If somebody if somebody did something to me, I haven't seen it. You get what I'm saying? If I've been trafficked in, or soiled or used in some kind of way, I've never seen it. You understand? So I don't know what this is or what somebody trying to play off here, but heavily people in the industry having something to do with trying to steal my crown. That's why I was being abrupt and I said they're not going to have anything to do with this. The entertainer 7 years ago and said things that I will never forget before they pass through here. You're not going to be able to convince me. So that's a clone or something like this. But somebody sent me the song No Regrets. So whoever did this or thought that they was pulling this off, they don't regret it. So we won't regret anything when I'm sitting on that throne. It's just how I look at it. Okay. So the little girl, she looked familiar a little bit, and I'm like, damn, did they transform her? It looked like me, right? I'm gonna share two more pictures in a minute when I get off of here. She kind of looked like me in this picture because me and her both got a picture where we look into the side and you can see like like you can see like my face. You can kind of see my boobs. We're busty girls or whatever, okay, or were. So I don't want to get too harsh about it because these people could have trafficked me and they could have me somewhere, but that doesn't matter because the consciousness, and I got that song today, the consciousness is not whatever they have. The consciousness is with me. And if I'm not fulfilled, nobody's being fulfilled in this situation that thought that they took something from me, or this is somebody trying to spearhead or control the narrative because they cannot fully compromise me. They cannot fully brainwash me. They cannot fully mind control me. I'm a different type of being on this earth. So what they feel like they're gonna do is use something in my likeness, and you can't use that. That's a graven image. So if the Vatican is backing that, it's whack. You get what I'm saying? You shall not make no other images. None of these people can remove me from heaven. It's like removing mini God from heaven. Like, what are you doing? So this is some type of something that stemmed in this small town where all these people knew my destiny and was licking their chops. The girl was talking about she think that her dad was a cannibal on that British morning show, but that's a term that seen cloning, weird science shit. So the cannibalistic thing is not just somebody chopping off somebody's leg and putting it on a grill. This is like hacking somebody into pieces, your existence, your future, your past, your present, all right? And feeding off of it and feeding other people off of it, all right? So somebody could be a jive turkey. They could be acting like they Anunnaki or something, but somebody is just a jive turkey. That's just the bottom line here. So I don't know how these people, these beings, these children would feel. Do I know if any of these children are my actual born children? Do any of my daughters look like me? No, they do not. Do I look like Queen Elizabeth, the mother? Yes, I do. So whatever they're trying to redo or something, you're never gonna be able to redo it. It's just, I don't know why they're doing that. And that, imagine this, these children ashamed of me or something like this, and then find out that I'm actually really the one that can claim the throne, and I'm actually really a queen in 2025. And then to have somebody try to use their Caucasian tears or their light skin or their long hair in order to denounce me or knock me off of my crown. Off of my throne. And imagine if these children were swapped out, because somebody could have did. We do not know. God be doing stuff. That's why I'm not mad really about nothing. They be mad, but I'm not really mad. Because this could be something where somebody solidified this is the last hurdle here. Somebody thought that somebody was raw enough. They could have had a chance to come and get me or take me with them, or, get me out of harm's way or something like this, out of this crossfire. And somebody might not have done that. And it's just like, well, why should these people be able to enjoy any of this? If they were raised or with the enemy that was doing this to me from behind the scenes, why would I allow these people? It's like, I have not known you. All this stuff, these people being dispersed, all this stuff. Even when I look at the Snowden energy, he kind of resembles my boyfriend at a young age, but if anything, he looks more like the Aunt Deborah. So again, we don't know what these people was doing, how they were swapping them around. I don't know. But this person could be claiming to be my person. It's like people were sliding into personalities or sliding into other people's, I don't know, existence or something. Because they're trying to say, but I don't know. I still think that that's Deborah's seed that was spliced. this Snowden energy. Like I said, it's something else that I don't know. Because obviously these people, some of these people in our community or whatever, they weren't really family. They weren't really brothers and sisters. They weren't really whatever this is. I mean, obviously this is what we're maybe probably seeing here, right? Who knows? Maybe all the Cabbage Patch Kids got their proper birth certificate. I'm the only one that didn't get it because I was the most abundant one. And maybe that's the point. Somebody was so grossed out, they still didn't want to. You know, back in the day, there was fat queens and pretty queens and busty queens and things like this. And, you know, the people be like, you know what, she is kind of like this. Or maybe they'll put somebody on a meal plan and the person lose weight and they're like, oh my God, this is the best thing. Well, I'm glad I picked this person. You know, get them in a palace, get them a good meal. I mean, get them a private chef or something like this. Like somebody could have just did that because I know I'm not, you know, I am what I say I am. So, you know what I'm saying? But somebody could have been, I don't know, feeling themselves because they was able to go over your head or my head and do whatever this is that they were able to do. And so I'm supposed to be non-existent, especially after all these people have now basically made me in the dark famous. I don't like attention being on me. Somebody want to reach for the stars. I reach for the money that was left for me so I can open up businesses that I always wanted to open up. You get what I'm saying? So we on two different, whatever these people is doing, we on two different, you know what I'm saying? If there's something where I have to do this, but I feel like people are looking like, oh, well, you didn't finish that project. You said you was about to clean out your closet and you didn't clean it out. Fuck you. I don't give a fuck about no damn closet. My life is at stake here. People are actually doing something to hurt me now. And you think I'm about to, and I don't know what it is, where it's coming from, why they doing it or nothing. And you think I'm worried about whether my closet is clean? Or whether I got up and did a prison or a military ritual in the morning when I get up to get up every day at 4 o'clock and put my makeup on and get dressed every single day or something like this. I could barely afford to feed myself with the household being split like it is since the relationship in the family was forcibly split open. I have to figure out how I'm going to feed myself, how I'm going to get deodorant. And I'm one of the richest bitches in the world, supposedly. And I'm worried about when I'm going to get deodorant, or can I go get my nail fixed, or, you know, I need a pedicure. And you see what I'm saying? You want me to worry about how you feel about illegally watching me in my home to test if I should be able to go off and do something that's already a birthright of mine? It's already got my name on it. And I'm pretty sure wherever I will be going, they have plenty of things there that I can take care of myself with. Do you understand? They have the finances there too. I'm pretty sure of this. Okay? And so I feel like it's ridiculous. It's redundant. And I feel like these individuals that we're dealing with, or these aliens, if these are aliens, you don't have no rights here over me. I don't know what you're doing with the rest of these people in the garden. If this some Jupiter sending shit, but you're not doing it with me. You're not. When I realize something, you're not going to continue to do it with me. That's what I'm saying. And we don't even know who we talking to, but I know you listening. So that's who we talking to. And oh, be nice and people will help you. This is by law. You should be doing this already anyways. There's some kind of consulate. There's something here where people should be looking for me. Do you understand what I'm saying? Whether they're going to trick me and kill me, or they're going to actually do what they're supposed to do, I don't know. There's people supposed to be looking for me. And you want to put other men in charge of women like this that don't even know what's going on with that? I don't trust anybody else with what's going on with me but me. This me. Not the skinny me. Not the ones that y'all starved and made lose weight and now they look decent or look good now or something like this, whatever this is. I'm talking about this me right here. That's the one that I had to be concerned, because I don't know. I don't think that these people, I don't think that nobody has ever led me off and kidnapped me unless they took me in my sleep. You get what I'm saying? And maybe I'm the last model left that looks like me. Maybe I'm the last clone left that actually looks like me to me. That looks like me to me. That suffice with me, that I'm okay with looking like me. Do you understand? Not only that I have to live in a house with beings or people or something like this, they may seem friendly. I don't know. I feel like people trying to say, oh, these are friends or what. I don't like that. No, because if you telling me that you kidnapped and you took all my children, I don't want the replacement. I want to live my life and figure out what the fuck happened to me, and I want to be in solitude. All right, I don't know when the camera cut out. But like I said, these children would have been already used and soiled. I'm the only one that's been staying in the residence. It seems like everybody else was changed. And they're trying to play in the face of God because they know why they didn't move me fully. They know. And they're trying to act like this is something like the royal family is on some type of module, like some type of, because none of these people can actually really claim this. So they're just trying to create a network or something like this as if they're the royals or something, and it's not happening. I'm realizing all my life how somebody was taking something every single time. This is for me. Nobody else can have it. I've worked too hard. The energy is too pristine compared to these particular people. I'm not going to let it go. So somebody's like, oh, someone like you're trying to get away with 30 or 40 years worth of bullshit. I don't care who dies. I don't care who goes to jail. I don't care about any of that. The energy that I've given off to people, my loved ones, my friends and family, they had no right, they had no reason to do this to me. A spouse, especially if the person is still the actual physical form of somebody in the likeness of this man is still here with me. Why would somebody do that? That's the kicker. That if you ain't a sound person, you will be going fucking crazy. Because if this person found out a secret or something, or was spying on me and heard me talking to my friends about something that hurt their feelings, why are you still here? That's insane. Why is this family still trying to keep a foot in the door of something that's already used up and abused up allegedly and don't have nothing? There's no worth or no wealth or no value left. Why are they doing that? You got to make something make sense to me. I didn't have to go to school to be a therapist like my sister. If I did, I'd probably be one of the best therapists or the best. I don't want to do that, though. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I want to run a kingdom and run my businesses. I want to answer to my calling and do what was made for me. I don't want anybody else doing it. I don't care who has to fall. I don't care who has to be humiliated. I don't care about any of that. If nobody wants to help me recover or see what really happened to my family or my children, then when I get in my seat, I will do it. It'll make me feel better. Because when you go through something like this, you don't know where people really lie. And if I'm the only one that's innocent, or if these children are innocent, I'm pretty sure, I don't know what that would feel like, but I'm pretty sure somebody got lured away with money, or they said, oh, don't tell your mom at some point in time, and these children must have gone against the mother. They're still doing something. These could be the people that are doing the humiliation ritual. For somebody to not get nothing. So usually people do the humiliation ritual. They get into the sorority. They get into some kind of something. They're going towards that. You see them. They sold. Somebody want to take your soul. I tell you, if you a wolf, they don't want you to have a wolf body. If you a vampire, they don't want you to have gifts. If you wealthy or you rich or abundant, they don't want you to have that. That's what I'm saying. It's like somebody's trying to steal. They're running alongside my life and just taking everything that God is bringing and giving to me, and they think they're gonna get away with it, and you're not. Who are these people to decide? And who's to say that I'm the totally sane person out of the whole bunch and the rest of these people are lunatics? You would have to be to go this far. You would have to be to go this far. I don't think I've ever heard anybody else step up and say, I've had 4 children and I was pregnant with these people. 1 week, 6 weeks, 7 weeks. I was at the ultrasound for every single birth, even the twins. And to say, I'm not sure if these children are mine. If I kidnap these children, why would I be publicly saying on my lives this. Somebody is too comfortable with something that's stolen, and every dog has their day, and all dogs don't get to go to heaven. I feel like these people try to turn themselves into dogs so they can get away with murder. Who, if I'm not the mother and the head of my household, who is? Let me know. I'm gonna go grab some cards. This door, she gonna try to come out here. That's why I'm saying I know all this shit is a setup. I just went in there. I'm out here in the sunroom doing this video, and then my daughter was in there. She's like, "You have stress-induced something, something. Every time something happens, you're saying somebody's doing something." I know they be listening. I'm saying because I don't bite my tongue. And they might think I'm cold-hearted bitch while I'm talking, but something like this could help them. Maybe they missing from their real parents. I don't know. Maybe they'll be much happier with that parent or something. I don't know. Goose. I know that I'm disturbed. I'm disturbed, and that matters to me. I'm disturbed at what somebody think that they're able to do to my life or do with my life or something like this. And I know it probably doesn't matter to other people because they're jealous of my calling, but you still jealous and trying to harass me, and you already feel like you sitting on the throne, or you already feel like you took something. I don't understand that. And you still want to try to harass somebody or something like this? Like, get on with yourself, okay? I'm not the one. I feel like somebody was like, oh, you just be letting people run off. I've never been that person. That's what I'm saying. Whatever these people are doing, it's like somebody saying, oh, what happens to you is none of your business. Well, I've never been to no therapist. I've never been clinically listed as insane. Where did you get this information from? I know it's not forced questioning or forced, if there was a trial or something, I didn't never know about it. So I know this is not forced questioning or something. It's illegal to do that, to try to force out a conversation about something, about an ongoing court case or something like this. So I don't know. And if the court case ain't going on or it's already going on, why is these people still think that they could just antagonize me or something like this and try to get in my energy? Because what I can say is like, it's like a short circuit. I used to like that movie when I was little. It's like a short circuit. Like they make sure enough get through because I am Claire, or I do have all the Claires. They make sure enough get through that people, when they hear me talk about it, they like, oh, you must know everything. Oh my God, you saying it to the T. But that's just the way that my processor system works. I really don't. I could pick up a little bit of something and just elaborate it on it because it's in me. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's in me. It's whatever the truth is whatever this is, it's in me. Now, these people must have access to inside of me. So I was hearing somebody talking earlier like, yeah, imagine somebody trying to tell you how you feel about something. You don't know what somebody's thinking. You don't know what somebody's feeling. But we way past that with technology. And actually, some people can do that. And then you have to depend on the small amount of people that are dabbling in that type of research. And those people might have an ulterior motive, or those people might have a conflict of interest. as to being the one that's telling somebody that's asking them to invade somebody's privacy and their private thoughts or their face. You're trying to look at the face of God, and anybody's looking at the face of God, they die. Why are you trying to brainwash me? Those are the people that should be brainwashed after they got into my domain. So, you know, and again, if these people don't understand it, then you know how people are with things that they don't understand, or that they don't understand, or that they don't want to understand. They can be very critical, very crucial, it could be a very dangerous thing to be somebody or something on this earth that people don't understand, or aliens don't understand, or something doesn't understand. You could be in harm's way. Okay, and I hate when people say, "Well, I don't understand what but you're saying to me that you think that you're that important." I didn't ask you. I'm talking about what I'm talking about on here. I didn't ask anybody if I should talk about I didn't ask anybody. So somebody put their 2 cents in. I never asked anybody what you think about anything. We're just documenting things as we go along on this journey. This channel might be up here 10 years, 15 years from now. It may be all the way completely gone. We don't know what's going to happen. But you understand? You think that you're that important because you don't understand something? You see what I'm saying? Well, I don't know. I don't know why you talk about that stuff, because nobody cares, or nobody. No, you don't care. You don't know who cares. I care because I wouldn't be talking about it. So somebody else may care too. And that's why I said these people are programmed, I think, to say things like that. It's to get you to give up, or not look at something like that, or make you give up, or feel bad about talking about it. It's bullying, actually, I think. It's like bullying on a different level. Because most people, when they know they hear you talking about something like this, they know that you feel alone, or you may feel alone, or you may feel like something or whatever, but you're still fighting the good fight. You see?
Your hair?
Mm-hmm.
Did you like it?
Yeah, I gotta comb it out. And I gotta put some more hair right here in the front.
Try some.
You don't like it? Why not? What? Yeah, I think that they got rid of my children because they may have had wealth connected to something, or the original masculine. And I think what they're doing is they're replacing these children with, if my sister went against me, because she didn't have children until later on, she had a son. The person that's supposed to have the same father and mother as me. But they could be rebuilding something with the children that they created in the underworld behind my back, or I don't know whose back, okay? With my aunt's children, the people on my mom's side. Also, whatever if they traffic my spouse, right? And if they cloned and traffic my spouse, they're trying to rebuild with whatever he created other than with me. So if there's 30 other women or something, or if they stole his semen or something, they're trying to create with that. It's just the disgust or something that they have for me, because they don't want anything to be born or be around. Now, I think that they're dispersing. If they're having seed by me, or they're splicing seed by me, they're dispersing it all over the world. And only a certain number of people are going to know where those children are, just in case they need a me in the future. Do you get what I'm saying? But to have it in the kingdom that's mine, that these people think that they're going to sit up in with their heathenistic children, their splices and clones, it's a no. So that's why when I pulled up that coat of arms I just put up on my page, when I pulled up that coat of arms I just put up on my page, but somebody's trying to say I'm in my ego, but I'm fighting for my right of something. And there's no time, if somebody has a big thing coming up, say that you're in the Olympics and you're training for the Olympics. There's no reason why your family members and your friends and community people should be seeing what your next plans is and training for the Olympics if they're not going to the Olympics. So they should be reading the protocol. They should be the ones that are doing the running and the practicing. They should be the ones that's showing up at the gym doing gymnastics. If you're the one that's the gymnast in the family, the only one that's the gymnast, and you're the one going to the Olympics, but everybody else should know your schedule. Okay, even though they never showed up to any of your performances before, they never gave you a ride, they never said congratulations or nothing. You know, it was just your mom dropping you off and picking you up, and so you basically, and your coaches and whoever you, but these people should be having all the information about, or say you find out you have a third cousin, they're going to be in the Olympics too, and everybody likes that third cousin better than they like you. Would you want these people? If you felt like these people didn't want you around or they were trying to harm you, would you want these people knowing when you're showing up for all your practices? Because somebody would have to be going to practice and shit like this, overly over the top when they're preparing for something like that. Would you want these people knowing where you're going to be at? And everybody has been to all your other cousins, your distant relatives' games, but they never came to yours. And they know that you're the star. They know that you're the one that has the chance to win. You're better than your cousin, but they show up for your cousin. Right? But these people, all of a sudden, they find out you're in the Olympics too, and they're trying to sneak up and support you or show up at your house, and you start feeling sick. You can't make it to your practices. You're not going to look at your family members like, what the fuck is y'all on? Rather, they're doing it, or it's an outside force doing it. Somebody's doing it. And nobody else has to see it but the person that is being done to. For you to know that it's being done. Now, if something's going to be done about it, you may need other people to know about it and voice or speak up about it. Because I told you guys, whatever system that they're running on some of us is not like it's physically in your face what they're doing to you. And everybody has to double talk or back talk or they may think that you're aware with this lingo, but you may not be. A lot of things could be going over your head. Somebody may think you don't want the help, but you just don't understand the lingo. You only understand what God is trying to show you to get an alert out so that people can kind of maybe see what you're saying, or maybe they have some type of resources they can offer you or something like this. That's what I said. If somebody's prophesying or if they're speaking something like that, a lot of times you may not, I don't know what I'm saying. A lot of times when I'm speaking my messages, I don't even remember what I just said in those messages. And I don't like to rewatch my stuff. So this is purely me having my mouth open as the Empress coming from God. These people know. That's why they get pissed off. That's why they get angry. That's why they try to attack me or low-key attack me or something like this. So I know, I was thinking about the girl, DMX baby mama. And I was thinking about how much she looked like this girl named Naisha that I knew from school. I didn't know her name was Solomon, but when I looked her up, that's her name. Maybe it's her married name. But they could have tried to do that to try to say that this person is from Solomon. But I noticed she was like 13. She was the only girl that was like 13 years old that I knew. I think she had her first baby when she was like 12. She had a whole bunch of kids before she hit like 4 kids or something while we was still in like elementary school all the way up to high school. Okay. But this could be the situation here. That people are putting emphasis on me and they're raising up people that has horrible backgrounds to make them the top or the 1% or something like this. Now, nobody's saying that these people shouldn't be able to do something. You just can't have shit that belong to me. And there's nothing that these people can say that I've done with my own will that should reject me from getting whatever this spot is. There's nothing. But I know these people had a very hectic lifestyle. Okay, somebody's last name could be Franklin. All right. I think that these are the children of the star seeds. They could have been a part of some type of scientific something, but most of these people are African or they resonate more with Africa or something like this. All right, so I agree with the founding fathers when they said, why should we increase the sons of Africa? Somebody already knew back then that it was not a good idea. Not here. If you read around that quote, it really could have said a lot. Because we really could have foreseen what was happening instead of just lumping all black people together and all brown-skinned folks like they the kin folks. No, this is Africa and Mexico and everybody ganging up on America and trying to take over our country. And I told you, a lot of these people should go home with the values and the shit that they learned here and make their country a better place instead of coming here and trying to tell America what to do, because I'm not going to have it. I won't sit down. All right? Now, some of these groups could have been here to help and assist. They feel like they're friends. And I was hearing that indigenous people are warring against America, actually, because there's something about the lineage or the power that I hold, the way that I'm put together, my makeup, that even though these people have been very prosperous off of keeping me in the dark and moving around me in silence, if I stand up, all that shit is over. This is how you, it's something about me being this conduit of something that breaks down whatever this is, because these people put the propaganda up in the past 15 to 20 years to get us to go against, the government, the industry. But a lot of this was a lot of the abundant amount of people that were in it, in the industry, in the community, in the underworld, in the background, that had these people, these elites by the nuts. You better not say nothing. So when they have, what is his name? The dude from Facebook. This is all the shit that's selective with the daughter of the elite. These people want to be that. They want to hack in and force their way and be that. They want to break up all the companies and things like this and ban me from things that I have stakes in. These people put stakes in this shit for me so I can have something. It's a big old bullying something here. Everybody's like, oh, why are you telling the secret? It's not a secret anymore, because I know what you were doing. You were trying to prohibit someone or keep somebody out of something all the way. And I feel like somebody's like, just wait. If you would have just waited a little bit, it's nothing. Somebody got these people fooled. Talking about wait, this shit's supposed to have been sealed and signed, sealed, delivered a long time ago, about 3 years ago. Somebody is telling these people, oh, just wait a little bit longer, or damn, if you would have just waited, or oh, now I'll find someone like you. You're going to have to give it up. I don't care what training these people went through. I don't give a fuck what these people did. I told you, these people don't have no, I was thinking about the table that was being prepared for me or for the son. And I said, these people don't have no etiquette. They have money or they're rich, but they don't have no etiquette. They don't have no table manners. They don't have any manners. This is like, what do you call that thing? I always wanted to go there. I always wanted to go to, dang. I think they have one like in Schaumburg. I don't know. It's a place. It's a fun place. An experience place where you could go there. They have a jousting match. Medieval times or something like this. I don't know. Is it? Because what's the little thing that they be having over in? I think it's in Kenosha, off the highway. That's not medieval times, is it? That is, I can't remember. Damn. It's something, excuse me, it's something like it, because I like to drink the sassafras. What the hell is it called, y'all? The Renaissance Fair. Okay, I had to think about Beyonce's Renaissance tour. All right, so the Renaissance Fair, that's like every year for a chunk of time or whatever, and it's outside, and there's like, you know, it's like a whole experience. They have a jousting match there too. And then they have like wooden rides. They have like, back like if you was in the old times or something like this, okay? But I think medieval times is a place where you go to watch the jousting match, and then they bring you out this food like a big chicken leg, and you know the meat and potatoes and stuff on the platter with the big old, you know, not a canteen, but the big old cup, the big mug or whatever. I can't remember what you call it. Okay, and I think they take kids. Like I think my children went there for a field trip one time. But that's what I'm saying. Like these people are like that, and you know how like at the place, I'm guessing it's like a big mess maybe after this is over. I mean, I doubt if they can throw food, okay? But you know, back in the olden days, that's what they show in movies. Like the men was like animals at the table. They just reaching across, like they put this big old spread out on the table, and they just reaching over, grabbing big chicken legs off and putting it on their plate. You know what I'm saying? It's just like a big mess. All right. Somebody doesn't have table manners. Also remind me of that song "Runaway" by Kanye. It's like a 10-minute video. That was one of the things at the first time when I first started waking up. That's what I watched that video like 2 or 3 times or something like this because there was a lot of symbolism in it. So, excuse me. In that video, he's bringing that girl. She's a bird or whatever, and like she's dressed like whatever. I think she fell out the sky or something. I don't know, but I know that they were going to a dinner party, and like you could see all ethnically, most of the people. It's like a 10-minute video, y'all. Okay, it's like a movie video. One of them ones, R. Kelly and them is good for shit like that. But they're all sitting at the table. And you can see that most of the people that are there, very, I said very, they're very like dark skinned, more ethnic. If you have to pick it up, they don't look American. Put it like that, okay? And he walks the girl in or whatever, and they're like, oh my God, she's pretty or she's beautiful or whatever. But everybody's looking at her kind of like, at first they looking like, ugh, you bring one of them to the table? You know what I'm saying? It's almost like Moses bringing a strange wife to the table, right? But this also solidified something to me, like the earth, because the earth is going to be punished in the Bible, what it's saying. And this is almost like the earth, and then somebody else can see something as a higher level. But I feel like it's not that way no more because these people were able to use this energy. You see, this person already got their straw out. These people were able to use something to siphon off of somebody's Ace of Cups. So they were like, she a bird. That could also be representing somebody that can see shit at a higher level. And they were all like turning their nose up, and then somebody said, oh, she's pretty or something like this. And then I think that it was a humiliation ritual because when they got to the table, they sat down right in front of her. It was like a platter, and it had like a big old bird on it, and I think it still had feathers. I don't know, something about the bird symbolized like her on the platter, right? And she was kind of freaking out. She kind of got up and she was embarrassed, or she was crying, or she ran away. I can't remember. It was something like very like she didn't like what she saw on that platter, the big old bird. And I think it was kind of dressed like her, okay? It was kind of dressed like her. All right? So it's making me think about that Runaway video. If y'all have time, go ahead and watch it. All right? I do like it. All right? So, somebody thought this Queen of Swords could have thought that this was a great idea here, okay? To try to prove that somebody is not the Most High. What is this person doing? Look at me. I'm doing this. I'm driving this. I'm about to say a Corvette. I don't think people is like doing that anymore. That's like an 80s or 90s thing. But like, look at my car I'm driving. Look at I'm independent. I'm this, I'm that. Somebody was trying to humiliate somebody. She depends on a man or something like this, okay? But like I told you, all these people have something to do with this inheritance theft or this identity theft here. And I feel like somebody could have even started liking this person. And that's what the discrepancy is. If these people were working against you or so-called working on something, we're working on something we're working. Somebody could be from Africa. Because I think they say, we are working. So I'm hearing like something like this, okay? Like I told you with the Gullah Geechee and these other people, there are the more African breeds, but what I want to say is, okay, because if we do want to get a little bit deeper, we could say, where is Africa? Like all these nations are really tucked in the Americas. Right? Or originally they were here, or they started here, or something like this, instead of somebody talking about going somewhere else. It's still respect. They need to respect their elders. This is what this is turning into. So I told you, people are in fake slots and spots, blocking the true sun from standing up or having any privilege, any rights, or anything. Basically, I'm imprisoned in my own land. And the prophecy was for me to be the president. Donald Trump is not supposed to be in there right now. Something is off. That's what And I ain't talking about no ancestors. That's what my God said. And that these people know it. Now it may be too late for that. And if the economy or if the government is not even active or is crashed or something like this, okay. Then we go to the daughter of the chieftain then. This is supposed to be like a Moana experience. Somebody could be scalped. I was seeing Lilith or a Lilith wig or something at the store. Okay. It was kind of like a curly wig or something. I told you. Whatever this is almost like somebody want me to feel like Carol Ann and all these people are already on the other side trying to get, but they really don't want me over there. They want me to stay stuck here or something like this. And they can keep watching me and doing something or whatever this is. I don't feel like I really don't feel like that, but like, does it really matter? All right? So these people were celebrating that they didn't get burdened by something here. They're happy that they didn't get in trouble. They could have tried to close up some door or something here for scooping out or taking something out of somebody's Ace of Pentacles. Wheel of Fortune. But Judgment is here. Okay? So the first two cards out that's what I meant to say. It was Judgment and then the Ace of Cups. So anybody that drinks from this energy or this stew or whatever this is, it doesn't matter if Jacob and Esau, because by this time, whichever one was the hunter could be the hunter now. And the other one could be tired and they don't want to hunt. Somebody could look at hunting as running around here stealing people's paperwork. Like, let's look at this when it comes to identity. If you're not a lion or you're not a royal, you shouldn't be touching anything that have to do with that. I should not have to be saying, did anybody touch my stuff? While I'm going through this process? Did anybody do this? I should not have to be saying that. Because if you're not a lion or you're not a royal, then you should not be touching that. You understand? So, it's like the roles could have been reversed this time. I can't remember who it was that was the hunter and who it was that wasn't. Okay? And again, what you call hunting could be something. God sit in one space and look at these people and look up and down and all around and see what they're doing. God's child pretty much might have that same type of gift on earth, even on earth. All right? That's hunting. That's you going deep within in your Akashic records or thinking back to times and stuff, going back to moments where paperwork could have been filed in certain instances in your life, hunting that down. And then when you go to sleep at night and you're processing this information, or other people are listening to you and they're trying to think that they're going to go process the information. If they're helping you, if they're harming you, they're going to steal the information or something like this. You should not have to worry about that because they should not be able to take that. So some people think like what God said, that his children are going to be sitting in one spot not doing nothing, or the anointed ones. But the vagabonds or the thieves and stuff is going to be running around here going place to place. So they say, oh, we hustling, we doing this. But you're lazy, you're not doing nothing. But at the end of the day, what? I feel like these people want you to run around and to just go get smacked in the face and realize that somebody already came. There's no existence of your birth certificate here. Or by the time you go get your ID or your birth certificate, it's already going to be changed or something. Like, that's what I'm saying. I'm just using these as an example. But do you see what I'm saying? You claim that property, somebody already claimed it. Somebody's already living in it or something like this. Ace of Pentacles here. Somebody been playing with time, y'all. It's giving me the Barron Trump book about the last president. Somebody's been playing with time. This could be the fall of Adam or something, because Adam was in reverse. Somebody could have even been turned to stone or something here. But again, somebody didn't take lovers or didn't go hustling or grabbing, I don't know, something like this. So I feel like the Ace of Pentacles is coming directly to somebody, because this could be also, oh, nobody wanted you on their team. Nobody wanted to work with you. Oh, everybody was supposed to stop everything and work with you for 3 years or something. Nobody did nothing. Okay, well, this is why exactly somebody is probably just going to get the shit handed to them. Or again, somebody said, oh, yeah, you a millionaire, or girl, what you talking about? You a millionaire. When they really liked you and they thought they was going to be the one you pick, or they was going to be the one end up with you. I keep on hearing Rhaenyra today for some reason. Somebody it keeps on coming in my left ear. This could be something that happened a long time ago, but it doesn't matter. If I was Rhaenyra, I wasn't hooked up to the server. So somebody would have been warning me. This could be exactly what happened. Somebody came for my children. 8 years ago, 9 years ago, 10 years ago, I wasn't even online. I was just sharing information about history online on Facebook. I haven't had personal stuff. Maybe randomly you could find a picture of me or my children or something. I've turned my Facebook from a personal place where people come see me to seeing information for the last 15, almost 20 years. So there's rarely I will show a picture of myself on my page. It's just been an information post or board. So, and I wasn't doing videos or nothing back then. So it's not like somebody could say you were saying offensive stuff, because I wasn't even doing any videos back then. I wasn't doing these kind. We were just reading the Bible. That's all we were doing. All right. So again, somebody might be also hanging this over your head here, or hanging this over my head. This could be a trust fund. This could be anything. But somebody is refusing to work with you, or nobody wants you to get it because they befriended each other and made a secret family coven group off of my fucking money, or keeping my money away from me, or hiding the fact of somebody's identity so that they can place people that they care about, so they can get these people immunity, get these people shipped out because of some type of abuse or psychological abuse or whatever the fuck these people are doing. All right? I'm telling you, somebody's kids was, or the people that's with you now had something to do with this back then, and they started to be around you, and then they like, oh, this person don't deserve that or something, or whatever. Somebody wants to be in charge. Imagine this. It's making me think about one of those shows where he's like, I always wanted your sister instead. That's why I said somebody's clone or spouse was working with your family. In this life, in the Truman Show, somebody was with you or me. But in the back end, they were with the sister that may not even be your sister. They were having children that were being kept. If the person actually spliced with you, they were just sending your children to ruin, or somebody could have been also trying to preserve them as well. But you understand? These are families that came together. These people knew each other before I was born or something in order to do this to a child throughout their entire life. These are like real, like old school vampires or something. Because y'all know on this channel, a vampire is not just somebody that come sucking on your neck. Okay? This is somebody that latches on to your existence, to your very essence. And like they call it in the originals or legacies, a ripper. Somebody that keeps on doing it until it's just the person is done. They can't even become a vampire after you're done sucking them. They won't have nothing. So it's not really like in the show, because I feel like even if there's a Salvatore school, these people like to keep something on the low, but your children was being bad and now it's not on the low. It had to be publicized. It's like, you know, I don't know how to explain what has been done. Because every role that they try to take from me, or every little leeway, because again, when they say don't ask these people or don't look to these sorcerers or something like this for guidance, okay? Look at your Father in heaven, all right? Don't talk to the kings of the earth or the men on earth. It's best to trust God than these men. You have to think about this too. If there was still somebody that followed God that was working in the industry in Hollywood, okay? And you know how some of us can watch movies against signs and symbols. I guess it all depends. So again, nobody's tripping that I wasn't invited. I don't know anything about the underworld or something like this. I probably wouldn't fit in. All right? Maybe somebody was wishing that. But whoever this master is, if they was that tied to you, maybe they don't belong there. Maybe they found that out and then they came out but they just did it with somebody else. You taught them how to be a man or how to stand on two or stand in a quadruped form or stand with their back straight, and they just decided to take somebody else. All right? All right? My problem is you taking somebody else's existence too, so that they can't fit into their slot and do what they're supposed to be doing or what I'm supposed to be doing. You understand? All right? So everybody want to make it about something else. It has nothing to do with those things. It's almost like, you know, you have legs, you know they work, nothing's wrong with you, you're very healthy, you're a runner and everything, you have these legs, you know you're walking, but now all of a sudden something happened to you and you don't feel like you're walking. It don't matter how long you walk, something is wrong with your legs. It's a condition. Can't walk, can't feel walking syndrome. I'm making up some shit, but you get what I'm saying. I get up every day, I walk to work, I walk to my car. It just don't feel like I'm not walking though. But my legs, you seen them, people seen them, me get up and walk around the house, do what I gotta do, get ready for, use my legs to get to work, everything, walk up in the building. But it's like, you're doing that, but you're not getting anything out of it. You're walking or whatever like this. Or it's like working out every single day, you run an hour a day. Every single day when you get off work. And it's a year later and you didn't lose 1 pound. It's something that somebody wants somebody to feel hopeless, okay? But I feel like it's also God is allowing something to do something to the process, something to your brain. Because there may be something wrong with these people that you're gonna have to deal with here. All right? So again, somebody should not be able to rejoice in something. Not only that, I feel like if somebody was coming back towards you, these people try to sabotage you or sabotage me or something like this. But these people that didn't want to work with somebody or were like, ew, or we don't want to touch you, or you got cooties or something, these people could be blocked here. Somebody might be trying something one more time. I'm not sure. Okay? Somebody's not too happy about this. It's only fair, I feel. Somebody could even be trying to act like they own a house or a building or a store or something like this. Like they already took your position. They already took your wife or your girlfriend or whoever you were supposed to be getting with, or your boyfriend or whatever this is. They already did something and now they're trying to act like they're trying to erase something. This could also be something about, you talk about Cain and Abel, there's a little bit of sneak this energy in there with Seth, or who was the real first baby of Eve, who did it belong to, blah, blah, blah. It's a lot of that there. So, I don't know, somebody could be, not only that, they did that, but they could have reached up to a higher level situation. These commitments could be positions in society, because that's all they're doing is recycling people in positions and changing them and putting them in positions. But these people are condemned, or they already been not supposed to be in these particular positions. These are people that can't sit down and let other people shine, or can't let other people have some type of power or something like this. They can't just go, maybe they had a long run, owned a lot of business, and now it's time for them to slow down. Or maybe they was a celebrity and now it's time for them to change the way they look and just live a regular life in like a nice little $300,000 house, somewhere tucked away or something, and raise children or do whatever they're going to do. Like, if this population explosion of these particular individuals are going on, and this is going to cause a problem to regular modern day righteous ones, humanity, that we made it all the way to this point, that's a problem. Because these people act like they shit don't stink. They think that they perfect. Witches and warlocks and all this stuff like this, and they're going to get into these positions, and these people could stop with their gift. Well, I won't call it gifts, with their X-Men abilities. Nobody will ever have anything. It will just be these people, and they can actually hurt you. I don't like it. You should have left me alone. You should have left my existence. You should have left me alone. God could be also testing this to see how these people is going to act here. It's just like how I said, people in the industry, the stars, they're going to stick together, especially in the music industry. No matter who ripped them off, they talked all that shit about these people, and, oh, dude, they deal with my contract. They're going to stick together. It does not matter. It does not matter whether they're real stars or not or whatever. They're going to stick together. This could be also was the warning of not letting them into a certain sector because they'll take it over. So, you know, you could figure out what that is. Judgment is being called on a situation here. So if these people wanted you blocked, now they're going to be blocked. If they wanted me blocked, me, you, whoever this is that you think it resonate with, these people, this is the judgment here. And somebody is upset about this. Because somebody want to take all these people. Say you kissed a boy, you woke him up from the dead, but now he realized that, you know, you was competition or you was pressure. Say you had 99 friends, you was one. This person acting like Jesus, they didn't come back and get you. This is somebody that know you Jesus, but they was acting like Jesus. Maybe they said, I had to do it like this because such and such. But they did not, or they was not going to come back for you or me or whatever this is. They was really only concerned about the people that suck up to them and make them feel some kind of way because they were able to do something that somebody else was not able to do with a connection to your energy. Somebody is going to deny this all they want, but this is just not true. We got the Page of Cups here. Can't help falling in love, that's right. But you can't help having a calling on your life too. And if a motherfucker get in the way, you can't help being the Holy Spirit, and these people don't have to be forgiven. I can't help having an anointing on my life that people try to keep away from me. And so I gotta run like a horse mentally to get caught up to what this is, what I am, what's going on, whatever like this. And people think that shit is funny. Because my existence right now is more important than these people's existence. They already had theirs. Several times over is what I'm hearing. They were already taken out of men. They can't even sit here and have these positions. Now, if the person was married to you, that's why I was saying earlier, a lot of women had to go through this. See, these men don't want to have to do the same thing. A lot of little girls and women had to be plucked from their family and married some big old fat, greasy, back, nasty, stinking, I'm the man, I'll smack you across your face, your family is not here type of man. And when a female comes along, and she may not be the skinniest thing on earth, but she got all them other qualities, and you didn't use some of them, and then you trying to tell me it can't be the same thing? Now, I don't want no little ass boy, but you trying to tell me ain't no grown ass man? You understand what I'm saying? That got some good ass genes, okay? That can't sit next to me, that wouldn't want to say, I don't give a fuck what the even if they was being an opportunist or something at first. What you mean? Girl, even when Oprah was fat, you think Oprah couldn't get no man, Oprah wasn't getting no ass? You crazy. You crazy. One woman was going to be able to come up like this in this season, and all these men was mad. But all these men have had several wives, several families lumped up. They've been here for centuries doing this shit over and over again. You used up, you're all this and that, and you just think you get to have a new, fresh little 9-year-old wife every single time. You know, this is ridiculous. It's really crazy. Yeah, somebody can't birth something with you. All right? Christ coming in the clouds. This could even be you or me trying to cut down a blockage. You're going to miss these people, or these people going to miss you, or you have to get a message through. This could even be you. God is saying, I'm about to give this to you, and I'm blocking these people. They didn't want to work with you. Or you're going to have this, but you can't have no lovers. Somebody could also be saying this to somebody. And you're not going to be connected to these people if you want this. This could also be a threat. Like, if you take that, nobody's going to want to talk to you because a whole bunch of people are going to get in trouble. And it's like, oh, well, they had to be held. They should have thought about that before. Now, I don't know. I'm going to sit back and I'm going to say this because I just heard it. This could be where your family was working behind the scenes. They fuck with you like that, or they used to. They could have got caught. Say somebody was overtaking a county or overtaking a crown or something like this. Say they found out what your person was doing to you, and they said, oh, that's what you was doing to our cousin? We about to fuck you up. Something happened, okay, where somebody changed the narrative. It's not like that no more. And this is the truth here, okay? I told y'all about 3 years ago, it was going to be a situation where your man was going to be trying to fix something on the low, and all the family was going to be after him trying to kill him. And then there was another situation here where the family thought that they was about to run up on somebody and take something, but actually the one person, okay, the one person might have been a little bit smarter, and these people realized that once they got them to go against the person in the family that was supposed to be getting the help or supposed to be being recognized, that person took that as an opportunity to steal everything from your family and you. Like, it's something like this. It's something big like this. Like, imagine your family talking to your spouse or something, male or female. Yeah, we've been doing this all this time, man. And she find out, da 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 da. The person's like, all right, they go in on it. But the whole time they in the side of their mind, like, this shit ain't right. Now, somebody could have been like, damn, this sound good. Oh, and they got that fine ass, fat ass cut. That cousin with that fat ass, that's the one that they said I could have. Something is going on to this. I mean, because I feel like this has happened to certain women that they Sarah Bartmanized. There should be an uproar for people about your black fucking history. These people get so mad, but you see it going on in modern times or right now in front of your face and nobody's mad about it. Oh no. What happened to all the people in the indigenous community that were so mad about what that white man did? You found out it was your motherfucking parents. We found out it was your parents doing it to my people or whoever these original people is to this place. And you couldn't keep saying the same thing. Not with a straight face. You couldn't. That's why I think that this version of Donald Trump was made by Africa or foreign intelligence. It's not our American. Of course, they're from, I think, Germany or something like this, and some other places or whatever is in his family tree or something like this. But this version is not that. I think that Ibram, whatever his name is actually this African version of Donald Trump's father. So if there's a girl here that the father of her would be the real Donald Trump or the American version, these people had to do something to that version of that person. Maybe in Rosemont. This could be the truth here. Can't birth something with these people. They don't want to see it the way. They want to make it about something else, civil rights movement, something that didn't go right a long time ago. They're trying to take over Christ's ascension and awakening and moving the people in a certain direction here. They're trying to take it and turn it into something. Everybody wants it to be about their cause. Right? God, like I said, if these people were so haughty and so far away from it ahead of me, God would not be, you do get what I'm saying about what we saying here. You just gonna ruin it for everybody. That's why we didn't know, motherfucker, you ruined it when you thought you was playing with somebody. Oh, I shouldn't have let you in. The truth is that somebody, these motherfuckers is on something. I'm trying to tell you right now. An Ace of Pentacles is going with somebody that people didn't want to work with. They didn't want to meet them as they was. That's why I'm saying somebody wants you to come. Jesus say, oh, I love everybody. Come as you are. But these people saying, oh, you ain't like this. You don't fit in or something like this. Excuse me, because they didn't have 30 years worth of wealth. Also, this could be somebody has to die. Shit, I might have to die. But there's something else, too, about this soul snatching. Like, people was trading their soul off at a lower level, too. Somebody was fooling these people. Making them think they was being cleansed or purified. All you got to do is die or something to build up this new version of these computer-chipped zombies or something like this. You could be one older model. I'm telling you. This is like you and your person got married. These people knew that you was in the kingdom. They kicked your ass. They left you where you was at. And these people went straight over and started taking over something that belonged to you. A company, a corporation, an empire or something. They created a different version of you that they can manipulate or handle. And they took that person, and that person could have been giving these people money and everything. That's why people liked you. And then they came and said, is there any more Daenerys's? Is there any more Shalandas? Or whatever the fuck my real name is. And then you said, oh, let's test this person. Let's test this person. Let's test this person. And you took the test too fucking far, and you done pissed me off. And so now, you seeing what the cause of that is. And somebody don't like that. But you did it on purpose. You know how I'm saying? Like, so you get what I'm saying? I was just seeing spin the tail on put the tail on a donkey or whatever. Like when somebody spin you around a couple times, you're like, all right, or whatever. Like 1, 2, 3. You know, it's just common courtesy to just maybe somebody spin you around like 1, 2, 3, maybe 4, and then let you go. They don't do it real hard either. Maybe your friends might be a little bit rougher if they was doing it, but your mom is gonna just gently turn you around. But it's like somebody just spinning you, spinning you, spinning you, spinning you, spinning. You're like, bitch, this is we're not going to outer space. This is fucking pin the tail on the donkey. You sitting here trying to spin me 30 times. You're gonna get pissed off. You're gonna say, wait, dude, what is wrong with you? Let me go. Are you fucking crazy? I cannot stop this shit. I be trying to give you all these scenarios that's easy to relate to. That's what I'm saying. By the time the 10th or the 12th spin come, you like, what the fuck? Let me go. Don't nobody need to be spent that motherfucker much. Y'all, I can't. Because I feel so bad about it. There's somebody on the other side, man. They be getting beat up about this. Because at first this person could have liked you or something. They done moved on with their life. But now this person got to hold their head down. It's not funny. I'm not laughing either. Like in front of these people because they thought for sure. Somebody could have bet their whole life on it. You know, that this shit was going to end different. I don't even know what different would be. But somebody thought something was going to end differently. And they just feel like, I should have never did this. I should have never said nothing. I should have never something. But again, if they would have just went all the way through with the right person, at the end of the day, they would have been able to sit there and be with whoever this is or be with me when this happened. So, you know, you really can't blame nobody. I told you, for you to be a rat, you would have to be sitting in a room with these motherfuckers. Maybe these people had you in a coma. Maybe they had the dumbest version of you, your dumb clone, sleepy, dopey, or some shit like this. And they thought that that person wasn't taking it. You see what I'm saying? Taking in the information, what they were saying. This could be also why they're killing people's clones. If you on here talking and they got your clone around them, this could also be why they're doing that. But no. Somebody is who the fuck they said they is. Is what's going on. And any of these people talking about, don't over-explain, don't do this with your stupid ass memes. Get the fuck out of here. Okay? You know what you're doing. Yeah, somebody don't have authority. A Queen of Cups that lost their authority here. Alright? Somebody else is getting a victory here. Like, you could be fucking up the people that was trying to get, but I'm telling you, they didn't have pure intentions then. Yeah, somebody stressed out, 9 of Swords. Somebody's like, stupid bitch. We was going against you, and then the last year we straightened up and we was doing it right. It's too late. That's what I'm trying to tell you. It's nothing that nobody can do about it or whatever like this. Somebody's not happy. Like with these, if these people's abusing their authority on you for 30 years because they changed their mind for the last 1 year. You mean to tell me you would trust these people? Something got to be done right here. Yeah, I'm telling you, this Queen of Cups been doing some shit crazy. All right. I know they got the Valtori. That's why my fucking neck is hurting like it is right now. Y'all got one of them people trying to give me some pain. Yeah, somebody's stressed out about this. You get it? But this is the Hierophant, a fortunate, very fortunate individual here that you fucking with. I told you I'm going to own it. This could be a grandfather or something that owned or was like the top. We ain't talking about the people like on the Valtori that came out to the field and was trying to check on the baby, looking at Bellingham and calling Bellingham down to come talk and shit like this. This is not those ones. We talking about the ones you didn't see in the movie. That could be your ancestors or my ancestors, and these people, I could be the very last one or something like this. You get what I'm saying? Or they don't know what to do with me. It's an anomaly. Okay, somebody's thinking some dirty thoughts though. Because I was thinking somebody moved from being Bella to being Edward to being Carlisle to being one of the other people, one of the other kids. I don't know why I just said it like that. Okay, I don't think Jacob. But somebody could be closest to your ancestors, could be closest to Jacob, but you didn't really do a Jacob thing, okay? For some reason, they don't want somebody to be wolf-like, all right? To being the one dude in the Valtori, the head one that was bossing everybody around, to somebody, that particular person could be in love with somebody. Like the roles, it could have been you, and now it could be somebody else through you that they recognize through you, and this person now they was intrigued by you, but they might like this other person, okay? And so somebody might want to hurt you because you want that person to you want to get justice for what that person did, and these people don't want to punish their vampires. That's what the problem is right there. They don't. There could be something here, I'm thinking, why y'all so scared? Everybody must know you here now. Everybody know. Like I told you, like the Marvel people, like they might as well know we here now. All right? Somebody could also be going to jail for something, or somebody trying to put you in jail for the death of your spouse or something. It'd be something like this, but the person ain't even dead. They fake their death. Or somebody saying this your husband, you did, but this ain't even your husband or something. Okay? You didn't birth nothing with this person. Okay? Also, like I said, if this is an old version of you and somebody's trying to keep that old version, you're going to be cursed anyways. Because it might have been time for that version to be dismissed or be dead. Somebody is not okay with growing or coming out of their comfort. This is somebody that still got the same group of people that they've been around for the past 25 years. But I told you they got you in the tarot community telling you to stop, whatever. Don't hang out with these people. But now, if you're a Christ energy or you was somebody that was being, treated some kind of way, God had you move from your family. If they took it too far and they tried to hurt you or something, it just showed that they didn't fuck with you like that in the first place. So there is some people that God separate, and there's also people that demons separate from their family. But I'm picking up that somebody's family is more thick in the spirit realm. And those people ain't supposed to be playing favorites. But a lot of times when these people are talking about the ancestors, these are people that just crossed over and they work in departments like the CIA and shit like this, or they work in departments and they're feeding their children stuff that may not even belong to them. In order to empower them, they just thought that this is a big, like some kind of time, but whoever this is, they didn't have the authority to do this here. Somebody, we got death in reverse, we got a union in reverse or a contract in reverse, and then we got the page of cups in reverse. And we got the page of wands right next to it in reverse. Somebody could also be trying to say, I don't know that person. Somebody could be trying to act like they Jesus. So you have not known this person? I have not known this person. But somebody could be finding out that somebody's a big liar. Because on this channel, we don't only talk about the things that's seen and unseen. We talk about the things that people is thinking in their brain. Could you imagine if you went ahead with your crazy ass person's in-laws, family, or something like this to go against your actual person that you with? You got to be around these people all the time, and then you start feeling some kind of way like, I'm sorry, or I didn't want to do this, or oh, y'all want to kill the person, or something like this. And you start kind of want to back out or something like this. Like, or they lied to you and said that one of the other people was the Empress, and all along it was the person that you had. And all you had to do was just run off and grab the information and run off with that person. So that's what I'm saying. This could be a person, a version of me that somebody liked best, okay? I told you this could be a brainwashed version. So they can boss it around and tell them to give money and stuff like this. But none of these belong to them. These are my Barbie dolls. It's my Barbie mansion. I'm thinking about like growing with that dollhouse, that haunted dollhouse. Is my stuff. Could you imagine somebody, they don't want to be with you, but they want the stuffed animal version or the doll version of you? And they want your money and they want your status and they want the roles, but they don't want you. And you're the only one that can speak up for the clan or the purpose or the empire or something like this. They don't want you. Somebody wants to have something that looks like you doing something that it wants them to do. Oh no, we're not going to be having that. Somebody didn't have the authority to do something here. We got the Ace of Cups in the upright, the Ace of Wands in reverse. Excuse me. And the Ace of Pentacles here. somebody ain't dead or they didn't die and somebody gave them some of this Ace of Pentacles, or they did this already before, or this is what they were going to do in the future here. Whoever this undead person that faked their death, but see, that's fucked up because this person could have had to do this to do everything, and they could have been about to come back for you, but everybody wants you to think that they wasn't, man. It's a tricky fucking situation here. It's about action, though. Six of Swords, and somebody, like, okay, they could be like, oh, we think that nigga gonna run. Call and tell the police, make a comment. People watching now. And so, you see what I'm saying? Okay? All right? Dude, this Queen of Cups did it. With this High Priestess in reverse. That's realizing that they're not an Empress. They're about to be burdened too. Hold on one second, y'all. Because the pain is getting more intense. And it's hot out here, even though I'm liking doing a video out here. Yeah, somebody's trying to block these people from being burdened, though. This could be your revenge or whatever. But now this person is about to start losing money. They're about to start losing everything fast for trying to stop this burden from happening to these people here. Yeah, because what they did to the world in the upright. Somebody about to lose everything trying to block this. Person could also be trying to protect the world. That's why this is a tricky reading. Also, somebody's harming somebody to keep them stuck where they are. They might know what the plans is on the other side for you, and they can't say nothing. Or they just want you to stay. They can't find nobody else. And they could have dogged you out behind your back. Well, you did this. Why couldn't I get away with that? Yeah, because you ain't me. And that was a long time ago. And you can't never say how somebody gets you back for something. But at the same time, we not dealing with people that found out about something. We dealing with somebody that went through something illegal to try to find out something about you. There's a difference. Could you imagine your person, you got to handle something with God. And you imagine somebody trying to go that far to try to make it seem like your husband or your spouse. We can't find a person betrayed nobody. Oh, well, they did have that one situation with that one guy when they was in a relationship. So, we can use that or something. You know, and then somebody's trying to act like your person is God and they punishing you for something. And you should know already what I'm doing to you or something like this. But you can see like the smoke and mirrors, like the Wizard of Oz. Because can't nobody tell you that you've been walking with God and you didn't know. But you know you God, but you don't see God. And where somebody fucked up. Because somebody like, oh, don't you know, hate that the person lied. Listen, God is not a man that he should lie. So if somebody was sitting around me saying they don't believe in God, I would just imagine that that's not God. And they ask questions like, why would you do this if this is your cousin or whoever you was around or whoever I could have been around? God ain't did this or whatever like this or something like that. No, that's a trickster that's trying to pretend like they God or something. These people know what they did. Somebody could also be trying to breadcrumb the world card and also block this person or keep this person stuck. But somebody saying, no, the fuck you not. This could be something here. Or these two people could be on a mission together to do something. There's a grandfather or a father energy or a godfather or something. This person is in reverse here. Somebody think they about to run up on me or this world card energy or something, and they're not. They're going to lose their fucking life. And everybody that's attached to them. Because somebody's in righteous and they in the upright, and this is, I'm in the upright, I know that. And this is my time here. Yeah, Holy Spirit energy. Or they could be trying to run up on your mans or your person. This could be some big shit. Like, this is when Malcolm X was outside that fucking window with that gun. I know I ain't acting like it's that intense, but that's what this feels like. You could be covering somebody. Alchemizing something. This could also be somebody already passed away. One of your clones is an angel and they trying to protect you.